Good evening, everybody. I'm speaking from parent aspect. 2002, my son went to Huck High School, played for Elton Harris. Coach Ken was one of the coaches. And my son said, "Mama, you got to come meet Coach Ken." I said, "Who is Coach Ken?" He said, "That's my coach because I played defensive end, tight end, wherever he wanted me to be, but basically those two positions." My son was BLAQ. And so when I finally came over to meet Ken, I said, "He in the wheelchair, he coaching?" So he said, "Yeah, he coached." I said, "Well, that's all right." I say that to say this. My son didn't have a father in his life. And Ken stepped up to be the father that my son never had. Everything that he did for my child, I appreciate it, Ken. I love you. My son couldn't be here today because he's a truck driver on the road. So I'm here to represent him. And he said, "Mama, that's the best father I ever had. I'm calling my godfather." I said, "That's all right with me." When it was time for Juan, after he graduated, it was time for him to go to Jackson State. Ken, I said, "Oh, but I don't know how I'm going to get him to Jackson State." Ken said, "Don't worry about it, Brenda. We got it. Me and my entourage, we got it." Ken took his van, came and got my son from the west side, loaded up the van, and took him all the way to Jackson State. Anything and everything that my son did, Ken was a part of. The prom, graduation, he was there. He never let my son down. My son went and stayed with him for a couple of years. And they had their ins and outs, but he loved his dad, Jennings. And I love you too, Ken. And thank you for everything. And may God continue to bless you in your job and what you're doing. Amen.